Man, we finally made the target. Looks like the Grays have set up some defenses here that we didn't see on the intel. But I think if we hit them hard enough, we'll be able to take this mountain. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 9 of Army Men Plastic Wars. I'm going to kind of speed through the intro here because my first recording, it ended up lasting almost 10 minutes. And no one wants to watch the 10-minute intro. So I'm going to be uploading less frequently because these battles take a while to set up. And I don't have the time to really sit down and spend like 5 hours like doing all this stuff, especially if I'm trying to get my uploads just kind of like automated for the next couple of days. So I'm probably going to make 2 episodes a week at least, hopefully. So looking around, let's start with the story. In episode 4, we saw the Purples break through the Gray defense, and they got some info on nearby strategic points. So they are attacking this area. They're going to try to take control of it so they can get some a forward base set up of communications, and just so they can like streamline their supply lines later down the road, because this is a good area to like set up a base and have supplies. So let's start with attackers. Now they have a bunch of rifles and submachine guns, and they also have normal machine guns and flamethrowers, and they have you can count how many there are on the minimap, but they have a crap ton of platoons worth of these guys. There's 6 tanks, 3 on each road. They have a Cromwell, a Crusader, and a Sherman. And that's pretty much what's going on for the attackers. They're going to try to take out this whole area. For the defense, they have a bunch of foxholes and dugouts and dig-ins, whatever you want to call them. They have a bunch of trenches pretty much set up. They have infantry in all their foxholes. They have bunkers, artillery, or anti-tank, whatever you want to, if you want to be specific. And they have about 3 of these dig-ins. They have 2, but they have all these foxholes, more artillery, some bunkers, more foxholes, artillery, another bunker. They have a sniper who doesn't usually last long in these battles. And that's it for the first line of defense. The second line, they have a machine gunner and some guys watching the woods, along with this guy over here, anti-tank watching the road. They have this artillery, like kind of. They have this area that has artillery and some foxholes with troops defending it. This does have like a little like short-range communication tower, which the Purples do want, and it has some supplies just here. And they also have this hill, which sports more artillery. I'm gonna switch that out real quick. Okay, I switched out the artillery. The reason why I did that was because the other ones, it's kind of like too bulky for it to actually be able to properly fire. Hopefully this one does work. So continuing, just more infantry set up in bunkers and like little like areas like that. Some more artillery, and they also have a machine gunner watching the road and the forest in case any Purples come through. That's it for the second line of defense. I'm gonna check my time real quick just to make sure I don't have to restart this recording again. All right. Over here they have, this is the final line of defense. This is where all the Purples who make it are going to be attacking. They have bunkers, trenches, artillery, and some free moving troops, so they can go around and do their own thing. And yeah, they have a foxhole, more bunkers, some more artillery, and they have this command outpost over here, which has 2 officers, some intel on the like an actual map of the regional area, and a bugged out American flag, which I'm just gonna leave there, but just keep in mind that let's make it a gray flag. That's a gray flag in there, I guess. And they have some troops defending this area. I kind of filled up the camp with free mode troops. Hopefully they'll do something and not just run into gunfire and die instantly. I want to give credits to the map creator. I forgot to do this for Fort Granning, but if you Google Fort Granning or or search it up in Steam Workshop. It's Fort Granning. This map is from free updated map pack R6 AS2 by Gabriel and Thompson. Just search that up in the Steam Workshop and you'll find it. So that's pretty much it for the defense. Let's start the battle here. I'm only going to be able to cover like one like first fire, so actually the one over here is a lot more interesting, frankly. Alright. Oh. I'm not quite sure if this guy's bugged out, if he just doesn't know what to do. Oh, there he goes. I think they shot that first tank out. 6 damage. Purples are advancing on the trench line. Taking out that anti-tank back there. Hopefully the anti-tank just doesn't fail this initial assault. Because in some of the test battles, they take out all 3 tanks, 2 tanks, 1 tank. So hopefully they'll manage to do something. Alright, it detracts the Sherman. Sherman missing. Infantry advancing with most of the guys around here dead. Once this artillery succumbs to the pressure, then we're gonna start looking around at the rest of the front line. Oh, completely taking out that Sherman back there. The Crusader's still okay, and I forgot which one that was. The Cromwell. I believe it's detracked, or at least just stunned for now. This is gonna go down here soon. So let's look at the rest of the front line. Looks like they completely demolished this first thing. Looks like he didn't really do anything. They took out 2 infantry. The machine gun nest did. Well, I'm gonna slow down the thing just so I could cover what's going on. They did manage to take out everything over here with little casualties, losing no tanks as well. And now they're gonna be pushing through the forest. This is usually the final holdout for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Look, they only had 1 crew member in there. That's why they weren't doing anything. And he's currently trying to repair the tank so it can get back up into fighting shape. Defense completely down. And there's the Crusader. They still do have some troops fighting in the foxholes. The ones over here are usually the final holdouts of the first line of defense. They do manage to get some kills. I've seen moments where one guy over here gets 30 kills. It's really crazy. Alright, so let's look around. Looks like over here the troops have reached this little like house outpost. The machine gunner doing their job. Let's watch the artillery over here. Let's see if they do anything. Looks like they're trying to load up HE rounds to try to take out the infantry. And there goes, it fires, but it misses. Hits too close to them, I guess. I forgot to speed up the match. No wonder it's going slowly. Alright. Alright, so this time they actually did hit some troops back there. Really nice. The machine gunner is fighting for... Yeah, oh, they took out one of the artillerymen, and they took out the rest of the normal infantry. Alright. Artillery's down, but the machine gunner is still alive with both the guys. So hopefully they'll be able to do a holdout. Purples are going to advance here. Alright. I'm going to slow down again just so we can look over at the guys over here. Like I said, these guys are usually a really big holdout, and they really hinder any progress on this side of the map. So they're pushing forward, kind of dying over here, but they're making it. Let's purples are actually managing to make it over here. They already lost 2 guys. Artillery doesn't really look like maybe it's aiming. The machine gunner over here. Let's speed it up real quick. Alright. Both guys on there. I think I heard an artillery shot. But you can see the purples, some of them split off and they're attacking that hill base. Alright, one of the guys gets hit. Alright, one of them's dead. And this guy, let's check him out. Alright, so he's dead, but the machine gun ends with 28 kills, the artillery 3 kills, and the purples are going to continue pushing forward. So the hill over here, they are firing, thankfully. It does look like there still is 1 gray left. Oh no, they're dead. Veterancy 0. Okay. Well, usually these guys are pretty big holdout. They did do what they were advertised, so. Artillery over here, losing some crewmen, but they're still holding out, not letting the purples take this hill very easily. The foxholes are losing a lot of their guys. Okay. 2 foxholes are completely down, with 2 more yet to die. Really. These McDonald's quarter pounders are, what are they called? They're called like pounders or something. Yep. So the pounders, they are pounding like advertised. The purples are gonna have to kind of push up here instead of hiding if they want to actually make it anywhere. The trenches over here. I'm like, this thing's already taking damage to its shield, but the machine gunners over here are doing their job. Keeping the purples at bay in the forest. We can see their casualties. They did lose quite a bit of them. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the tanks. I have no clue what happened to the tank man who was repairing his tank. And I don't know what that tank's doing. I believe it's turning around and going back to the first waypoint. It is. That's exactly what it's doing. This guy should get back in his tank. So over here, it looks like the purples are advancing. Finally managing to take out. Oh wait, no, there's still a pounder left, I think. Oh no, 2 of them are still up. And they still have these 2 guys to deal with. The purples are pushing through the forest over here. I did miss this. But this is usually a brutal battle through the forest. The Greys in the camp have been alerted, so they are going to try to push forward into the forest. Yeah, big casualties over here. A lot of guys do die just fighting in this forest. Looks like they finally took the hill. No survivors here. So they're going to continue to push into that lumber yard. Let's go check out the hill over here. So, looks like they're also okay. The Greys are holding their defense. I'm going to unclip camera position just so I can have better zoom outs and zoom ins. Both tanks are returning for some reason. Yeah, their AI is a little bit weird. So the tanks do just kind of turn around and go all the way back. The tanks over here, I believe they're doing the same thing. They're going to cut through the forest, destroy some bodies so the kill count won't be as accurate, but who cares, really? Well, me, but... the Greys, they're doing a counterattack into the forest, pushing the purples who came through the forest out. Purples are pushing through the lumberyard. Watch this. The artillery does kill a couple of guys back there, I think. But they didn't miss. I think it missed. The mortar... I don't know how you pronounce it. It's doing its job, taking out purples who are just kind of hiding back there. So, I'm going to actually slow down the battle here. So I can tell these tanks to not do a whole U-turn real quick. I'm gonna tell them go here and then go there. And I'm gonna do the same thing with these two tanks. I'm just gonna tell them to go here and then go there. And they are gonna destroy a bunch of the corpses, but what can you do really? Over here, the tanks are finally doing their little like U-turn. So they're gonna be coming up on the hill. Let's hope they help their troops and not just, you know, kind of sit there. Casualties in the camp, pretty low. The Greys did do an entire counteroffensive over here. I'm gonna try to group up these last few purples. Oh shit! I accidentally grouped up this tank. Come on, there we go. I'm just gonna. Alright. I'm gonna tell it to go right there, just so its AI kind of gets back on track. Alright, so the purple's up here. Casualties. Again, I'm grouping them up just so they fight a little bit better. Snow jammed the gun. Alright. So that guy's gun jammed somehow because of the snow. Looks like the purples are kind of being held here. The gray counteroffensive over here, it's just keeping back any of the purples that are trying to advance. Hopefully these tanks will do something about it. In the test battles, the purples do manage to just completely like wipe everything and come here. Like this, before I added in this defense and I just had the first and second lines of defense, the purples just completely wiped. But now this like final camp is kind of like keeps them back. Because most of the times, even the hill defense over here, it gets like completely like demolished because the tanks don't do all this like weird shenanigans and they actually do something. All right, this thing should. It has one more mortar left. I feel like this has shot its fair share of things, so I'm gonna take the guy off of it, and I'm gonna have him just cover it. Looks like one gray even crossed the street to go fight all the tans back here, or not tans. My bad. We'll bring this guy up to here. We'll see what he can do. Or maybe not that one. Maybe this one. Alright, looks like the tanks hang fire. Alright, wait. I just want to know what's going on over here.
Eyes on me, infantry.
Okay. Well, stop this shenanigans. Go fight. Go do something. Alright, so this tank is finally helping crush this like stubborn defense. It doesn't have any HE rounds. It only has armor penetrating rounds and machine guns. Alright, so let's tell this guy to kind of fire over there. Alright, so oh, actually wait, no, that's kind of a bad idea to. You know what? I don't think we need to do that. I feel like they're good on their own. I'll pull this guy out over here. Alright, so the tank's finally reaching the main encampment area, place, thing. Not really doing anything. Maybe they're low on crew. Oh, that's 4 crewmen. Alright, that thing's being gunned down, absolutely. I'm gonna tell it to move on free mode. I don't know what that was about. Is it the same thing with this one? No, this one is fine. Okay. Alright, I'm trying to make sure everything's kind of working, but can't really focus on battles that well when you're doing that. Alright, so all the tanks over here, they just got demolished, frankly. And it was because of these RPG men over here. This guy's veterancy 5. How many people did he kill? 20. This guy took out all the tanks by himself. Well, maybe some help from Juan Davis over there, but... Alright. Snow jammed the gun. Alright. Alright, so... I didn't even tell it to fire. It finally, you know, manned up and started firing. I'm gonna bring up another guy. Yeah, some of these guys, they get glitched out and just kind of stand around, don't really do anything. So, this thing's out of motors, so I'm going to decrew it. I'm gonna tell these guys to kind of pull up in the trench. Guys over here, they're fighting for their life. Oh. Yeah, I think they lost like maybe one guy since then. What does that mean? Oh. Alright, looks like the Greys who tried pushing up, they did get killed. So let's hope that does something. These guys are doing their job. I'm gonna pull them up a little bit. They just ran over the bodies. Oh, I know, it doesn't destroy them. Nice. Right, here, let's try to get these guys doing something. You got it. Oh, shit. Alright, is there a flamethrower unit over here? Yeah, there is. Alright, so we're gonna use this flamethrower unit to kind of just get rid of these last guys. I'm not quite sure what they do. Alright, I'm not sure what's going on over here. Come on. It'd be nice if we could. Oh, they're firing over here. Right. Well, alright, this guy, let's just have him wash out this real quick. Alright, and then we'll pull this guy up over here. Now, we're just gonna get rid of this real quick. Because these troops are just gonna get hung up over here. Alright, whatever. Alright, so this guy... he did his job. Now, unfortunately... if anyone kind of sees this as cheating, it's just I'm trying to get this battle over here over with. They had flamethrowers. For some reason, the AI flamethrowers don't really do their job unless they're like you know, fist deep in them. This thing got no kills. Sometimes it gets kills, but that's when the purples don't immediately die on the approach to the hill. Because I think they lost too many up here. Yeah, I have no clue what's going. Oh, well. Alright. I'm gonna need you not to retreat. Alright, this thing isn't really doing its job. These guys are standing around. Alright, over here. Flamethrower guy just kind of sitting doing nothing. Unless these tanks can do something, then the Grays will have won this battle. I'm going to take control of this tank. Just for the sake of the battle, honestly. Don't know where the hell he's going. Go here. Go here. Go there. This artillery piece, doing what he can. Hitting the wrong guys, but still taking out guys somehow. What are they, stuck by the fire or something? Like, Jesus, dude. Alright. Is this the tank I said I was going to take control of? Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're just gonna... Not completely missed. Here, how can I... It's a little bit better. There we go. Better angle. Oh! Alright. Well... Didn't even kill anyone. What the hell? Alright, this thing, it's kind of... Alright. I foresee the future. I believe the purples may have lost this battle. We'll just try to get these last few guys. You can sit here all day with this thing and take out the guys. I'm gonna decrew it and say tactical retreat for the purples. I'm gonna try to get them together. That final tank, I'm pretty sure, will not do anything. Because if the first tank got killed, we'll kill that. See if you do something. Come on, get up there.
Listen up.
I'll let them do their thing. These guys. Over here, it looks like they're actually having a battle. I can go back to cinematic view. I feel like a lot of this battle has just been kind of sitting around not doing anything. Alright. We're encroaching on the 30-minute mark. So... From the looks of it looks like this is actually... Oh crap. Wanted to be the hero, but never ever died. Well, it's gone now. Alright. 4 times. Alright, so the final survivors are going to declare a tactical retreat. So everyone's gonna kind of get pulled back here. Alright. So, battle ends, 11 purple survivors to go back and call for reinforcements. Okay, maybe not 11, maybe 10 now. But purple survivors are gonna go back, call for some reinforcements. Hopefully, the Greys have held this point. They're going to also call in for reinforcements and probably reclaim as much of this as they can before the purples continue their assault. They're probably going to reuse some of this artillery, depending on if the purples or the Greys get to it first. Because there's plenty of stuff out here for them to use. There's tons of machine guns, tons of modern weapons for them to pick up and reclaim. There's a bunch of artillery still viable for somehow. Machine guns, everything. So depends on if the Greys get to it first or if the purple gets to it first. Then they get what they get, and hopefully it'll help them in the next battle of this battlefield. All right, that's pretty much it. Oh wait, I forgot. Let's look at the deaths. I'm gonna zoom in. Alright. So, I can't be too far zoomed out or else the bodies won't really load in. Not many gray deaths. Purple is completely demolished by the... I believe the mortars is what did them in. Over here, artillery completely took out any hopes of taking that hill without many casualties. Over here, purple is just gunned down on the approach to this hill over here. All the grays over here are also dead. I don't think I have to point that out. Purple's dead on the approach. Mainly over here from where the tank kind of blew up. Earlier, some areas were just, they got pinned down by the foxholes. Yeah, just a few dead guys all around. In the hill, we have the one sniper who didn't manage to take out anyone. And then, come on. Then we have all these guys kind of just dead on the approach over here. In the hills, this is what I'm really surprised by. Well, I'm not surprised by the purples dying on the approach over here, but what I am surprised by is the gray free mood troops. They did a complete counterattack, just turned the rolls on the purples, completely kicking them out over here. They're still fighting. They're not... Okay. We'll say that 10 of them got away, because 10 of them did get away, but for some reason they're turning around. Yeah, none of the gray force, defense force over here, like, even took any damage. They didn't even really get that much of a fight, really. Because of how hung up their troops got earlier. Alright, I feel like I'm dragging this out a little bit, but next episode we'll see grays and grays, tans, purples, blues, whatever. We'll see more troops, same battlefield. It's going to be like episode 2, where it's the same battlefield, but just some of it's been taken by the enemy, and some of it's been reclaimed by the defense. So, that's it. See ya.